Mabuhay, kamusta kayo, and welcome to another video. So this is just a little update on the plants in the greenhouse. Seeing as the weather here has been lovely for the past week or so, which made a nice change to how bad it was for the start of June, it's encouraged some plants to come into bud, and also quite a bit of new growth on some of them as well. Not so many flowers so far this year. I've probably had more flowers indoors than in here, which is interesting. But I'll show you what is in bud in here. There are a few that have flowered or are in flower now as well. And I'll show you the new growth on some of them, especially the Opuntia. A couple of flowers on this Mammillaria carmenae. That's been flowering on and off since about February time. And a first time bloomer here, this Gymnocalycium. Lovely flower on that, and it's always nice having a plant bloom for the first time. There's a couple more buds forming on it as well. Buds forming on this peanut cactus that my friend Ziggy sent me a few years ago. Didn't think this would flower as it was overwintered indoors. Ziggy said these do like a cooler winter rest. And this bud has been sitting on this Parodia for about a year. So not sure what's going on with that. It might open this year though, we'll see. Three buds on this Echinopsis subdenudata. Always look forward to these flowering. Another Parodia here with buds. This flowered last year, nice orange flowers. And four buds on this Neocholinia. Looking forward to these opening as well. Nice pinkish red flowers on this one. Another subdenudata in bud. This one you might remember from a few years ago getting badly cold damaged. That's why it has a lot of scars on it, but it's recovered well. A bud on this Chamalabivia rose quartz. Anna from Cactus Caffeine sent me this one a while ago. Mammillaria boccasana that's been flowering on and off since about February-March time like the carmenae. Not buds on this, but some new pads coming through on this Tephro-cactus. Always good to see, as for me this cactus has a habit of purging a few pads during the winter time. Another Chamalabivia here, this one from Claire of Cactus Cove. Really nice deep reddish purple flowers on this one. A bud on this little Sulcarabutia, probably one of the slowest growing plants I have as well. I've had this one maybe 5 years now and it looks pretty much the same now as it did when I got it. This one has only flowered once before for me as well, so it's nice to see a bud on it. Another Echinopsis subdenudata in bud, this one from Lynn of Desert Plants of Avalon. Hopefully I'll be able to cross-pollinate this with the other two that are in bud if they open at the same time. And one little bud there on this Rebutia. Nice deep red flowers on this one. Almost missed this one, another Parodia in bud. This one Kath from Purple and Thorn sent a few years ago for Edith's birthday. Flowered last year, has lovely golden yellow blooms. And some of my Echeveria have been flowering as well. Not my favourite plants these, as a lot you know, but it's still nice to see them flowering. Nearly missed this one too, this Gymno in bud. This will be the first time flowering as well. This is another Claire from Cactus Cove sent me a few years ago. Looking forward to seeing that open. This Parodia has just finished flowering. I'll put a picture up on screen of when they were open. This does have another bud forming as well. On to some plants now with lots of new growth, starting with this Cylindropuntia. Loads of new growth on this. Was hoping some might be flower buds, but I doubt it. Some new pads forming on these Opuntia vulgaris I grew from seed. You can see that new growth on top coming through there. Another one here, this one from Ziggy again. These pads have grown very quickly, maybe a month. And down there is my Opuntia molesta. Tons of new growth on this one. I think pretty much every branch has put out some new ones. This one in the centre of your screen, Opuntia cantorae. Hadn't done much for a few years, and then I gave it a repot a few months back, and it's now started to put out some new growth. Some more seed-growed Opuntia here. Anna sent me the seeds for these quite a while ago. August 2020 is when the seeds were sown. Lots of new growth on them this year though. Another Opuntia from Ziggy here. Again, a lot of new growth on that one. And this Cactus, just get a better angle for you. You can see a new pad on the left there. From Anna again, this one. Then another from Ziggy. Lots of the ones you sent, Zig, are doing very well. Another from Ziggy here. And this one from Ziggy, new pad coming through there. New growth on this Opuntia monacantha, again from Ziggy. Then one from Clyde Morris of Morris Park in the Ozarks, Opuntia humifusa. This grew this new pad very quickly as well. And another one here with a new pad now forming. A little one just on top there as well. New pads on these two. These were from Kath of Purple and Thorns as well. Another from Ziggy here. Then a carton I took from the Opuntia molesta, which was rooted and is now putting out some new growth. Another one from Ziggy here, Opuntia rosea, some new growth coming through. And another little one from Ziggy here, you can just see some new growth coming through on top there. But the one I am super happy to see with new growth is my Cactus geometricus. My friend Phil sent me this about 3 or 4 years ago now, and it's done nothing in all that time. It was indoors on a south facing window for all that time, and this year I've decided to put it in the greenhouse, and it has now put out new growth. Awesome. Same with this Cactus Edith sent me about 5 years ago. Did absolutely nothing in that time. If anything, it shrunk in size. But I can see it's doing much better in the greenhouse. Cactus like these and Opuntia in general I found don't really do well indoors, even on south facing windows. They seem to much prefer being in the greenhouse. Nearly forgot this one, my Opuntia cobra. Some new growth on top there. And a new pad that's come through down the bottom there. Again, this was indoors after I got it. It was a carton I bought and it rooted fine indoors, but again after that it did absolutely nothing. Put it in the greenhouse and after a few months it has new growth on it. And this little Brasilia Opuntia from Ziggy as well with some new growth on it. 3 or 4 new pads coming through. So yeah, that's a little midsummer update on some of the plants in the greenhouse. All doing very well. They've definitely been enjoying this nice sunny late June weather. Hopefully it continues into July. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to like and comment. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell as well so you know when I upload a new video. You'll be safe and well, and I shall see you next time. Salam Bob Alam. Bye for now.